is Jessica, and I teach at the Yogashalla in Waterdown, Ontario. I teach both the prenatal and hatha yoga classes. So one of my classes that I teach is a prenatal yoga series for moms who are expecting, and this is a really great way to both cope with the changes in your body during pregnancy as well as prepare for your childbirth. It's really beneficial to practice prenatal yoga during your pregnancy. As we know, there's a lot of things going on, and your yoga practice can really help support you both physically and emotionally. Prenatal yoga practice is really great for cultivating trust in your body, which is an excellent tool when it comes to preparing for childbirth. And overall, it can really help reduce some of the stresses that come along with expecting a baby. So my classes include a discussion topic. I really like to encourage my students to connect with one another, develop a friendship that they can carry on once their babies are born. Then we move into our yoga practice. And then we always finish with a guided meditation, which is really great for relaxing the body and the mind. I came to my yoga practice because I wasn't very flexible, and I thought it would be an excellent way to improve flexibility. But I really began to connect deeper to my practice during my first pregnancy. I was able to learn how to relax my body, as well as I learned a number of breathing exercises that helped prepare me for my own childbirth. And most recently, I gave birth to twins, and unfortunately one of my daughters passed away shortly after birth. And again, I have come to my yoga practice as a way to heal and process my grief, and it's just been an amazing tool in my life. So the first yoga class that I ever went to, I felt like every single pose was held agonizingly long. I looked around the room at the other students and I couldn't understand how they were relaxing into these poses. My very first class, I remember hanging out in a forward fold and my hamstrings were just screaming at me to straighten up. So yeah, that was really my first experience with yoga. But I started doing a 30-day challenge, and I really noticed that as the month progressed that my body started to relax and open quite quickly, and I was able to begin to enjoy my practice. So something funny that happened to me once when I was practicing prenatal yoga, actually here at the Yogashalla, was during a class when the instructor had all of us in Trikonasana triangle pose. It was a very full class, and as your body grows and expands, you can very easily begin to lose your center of balance. So I was in the pose and I was feeling really good, and all of a sudden this started to happen to me. And I began to feel my body tipping backwards, and I completely fell over in the class. All I could picture was hitting all of these pregnant women and creating a domino effect, but luckily I was positioned near the wall, so it was only me that fell down. But luckily both me and my baby were okay. My favorite yoga pose is sleeping pigeon. I find that I have really tight hips, and I also hold a lot of emotion in my hips, so when I come into this pose, I find that I'm able to really relax into it and open those bigger muscles and let go of anything that's not serving me. I'd like to share with you a sample of my prenatal yoga practice here at the Yogashalla, and I hope that you will join me on your mat. So this is a sample of our prenatal yoga practice here at the studio. We'll start in a comfortable seat. Feel your sit bones rooted down into the mat. Draw your ribs so they're stacked over top of your hips, and allow your shoulders to be soft down your back. Crown of your head lifts up towards the ceiling, creating beautiful space inside your body. With your next inhale breath, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Take an inhale here, Interlace your fingers, exhale, press that breath out. Inhale your palms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, allow your fingertips to float down. Beautiful. Come over into a tabletop position and make your way into a forward fold. Land with your feet just slightly wider than your hips. Feet are parallel with one another. With your next inhale breath, using the blocks, lift halfway and exhale to soften. Soften your knees as you root your feet. Inhale, rise up, and exhale your hands to your heart. Nice. Step your right foot back, parallel to the back edge of the mat. Position your left foot so the heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Inhale your arms up, gaze over your front middle finger. Arriving in your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Tune into your breath. Reflect on your innate abilities as a mother. Know that the strength comes within you to know everything that is right for both you and your baby. With your next inhale breath, flip your front palm up to the sky. Exhale, exalt your warrior as you cradle your baby with your right arm. Inhale, lengthen through your fingertips. Exhale to reach. Inhale to draw yourself back up to your Warrior 2. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Let's turn towards the front of the room and place a bolster between your legs. Have your toes slightly pointed out. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, sink down into your Malasana squat position. Have your elbows inside your knees, palms pressing into one another. Lift your chest up and close your eyes. Come back to the breath here. Start to connect your breath to your pelvic floor muscles. With each inhale, your muscles soften, and with each exhale, they engage. Take one more breath here, and we'll move into our child's pose. In our child's pose, we'll have the support of a bolster to create space for your baby. Relax your forehead down onto the props. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Take an inhale and exhale here as you begin to connect once again with your baby. With your next inhale breath, begin to walk yourself up, and we'll move into our final pose, a supported Shavasana. Turn around and bring your lower back towards the bolster as you drape your body back. Legs can be extended or soles of the feet touch. And as you come to your breath here, reflect on the affirmation. I inhale love, and I exhale fear. Inhale love for both you and your baby, and exhale anything that doesn't serve you in this pregnancy or your upcoming childbirth. Namaste.